This woman shares her experience with a customer that God showed up for, and it was just beautiful.
I have a client. I gave her the total information about the Pixie. I gave her pricing. She was like, well, that's a little much for me right now, but I'll come back. I'll call you back when I'm ready. In a couple weeks, I'll be ready. And I said, all right. She had already sent me a picture of her hair. And I said, it looks like it's all uneven and not, even. And she was like, yeah, I just chopped it where I could. I said, well, the least I could do is even it up for you and give you like a barber cut, whatever. And she was like, would you be able to give me a line or something? I said, yeah, I'll give you a line. I'll fix it up for you. Look, make it real feminine. You'll look pretty, even though your hair is very, very short. She came in, and while I was doing her hair, then she was like, yeah, my spouse has been out of work. Things have been going on. We're both in school. I'm in school. I work. It's tough. So I try to be responsible with our funds. And I said, I totally understand that. This is fine. I'm not charging you for this today. Just come in and let me, I'm glad you're here. Just let me do what I got to do. And so we talked, we spoke, and I told her, I'll pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. Pray with you, God's going to come through for you. Everything will be okay. And I was, doing her hair. She started crying, and I said, what? And she goes, girl, the church that my husband plays for just let us know that she got all kinds of things for our children for Christmas. I said, girl, that's a blessing. So we praise God again. Now, both of us bawling, right? We're praising God, and I'm grateful because I know how it is, and he got to come through for you. Whew. And be waiting for him to come through for you. So I was grateful, and I thank God for that blessing. I said, you're going to come through with the more, but God, thank you for giving her something that lent to her hope, right? Because sometimes you just need a little something to help you to hold on a little bit. Oh, God. I know I'm ugly crying. I'm sorry. So I mold her hair down. Oh, my God. And I get her under the dryer. And then she starts crying again. And I'm like, oh, my God, this poor baby. I get her some tissue, and I said, it's going to be all right. She said, Miss Danae, I could barely tell you this. I said, what? She said, my husband's old boss just called him back and gave him his job. I said, oh, when I say lost it, I lost it. We both lost it because God is awesome, right? Not only did he give him his job, his part-time, right? But he gave him more an hour. So even though he's working part-time, he can still stay in school. He can make more for less time. My God. And